Previously on High Tech Adventures.
I am actually down in South Carolina right now. Today I am putting in at Lake Keowee. This is a really large mountain water system on the west side of South Carolina. Right off the bat, I'm just beginning to explore first beach right here. You can kind of check these flakes out. It shines in the sun. It just looks like it's glitter all in the water. Natural spring bubbles coming up everywhere around you. So right there. Here's some more coming up right here. These shores just drop off. And these little nooks are everywhere. There are so many cool places to explore in this lake. Again, I drove my 2024 Yamaha VX Cruiser HO from Wisconsin to South Carolina to visit some awesome relatives. And I'm enjoying Lake Keowee today. And, you know, I really wanted to bring the ski down and experience a lake that you could see the mountains on. So that is something that I have never seen before. I'm excited to share it with you. Let's explore together. What's up, guys? We're at Lake Keowee again. This is day 2. Yesterday, the last video, I just went up in the little west side of channel of Lake Keowee. This is a huge lake. It's kind of broken up in two parts, the north and the south. We're going to capture the north side today. We're going to go by the nuclear power plant that is right here on Lake Keowee that takes water from the lake, cools all the equipment, and puts it back in the lake. The max depth on this lake is like 173 or 178, forget exactly what it was. So very, very deep lake, but even though it's deep, it's really warm. So 86 degrees, and I know partly this has to do with the nuclear plant that we're gonna see in a little bit. Seriously, like every single house that I have seen on this lake is just massive and beautiful. Like these are full-time living houses. Most of these docks have nicely built ports over the top, covers. I mean, this is a pretty incredible place. So we are going underneath the bridge on the west side of Lake Keowee, and so now we are in the main lake. So from this point on, we go down there, we'll be in the main part of the lake. Going left will be north, and then going right will be south. We're going to do this so many times today where I have a destination planned, and I'm just going to see something that I want to see. There is so much water here that I am going to have to discipline myself and not go down every single nook and cranny on this lake, or I will never get this lake done. It is a 25-mile lake, end to end. There's a lot of water here, but this is going to be our first little detour. I see an awesome little beach here. I don't know if this is an island. I think this is a little mainland. A couple of boats pulled up on this one, and there are just beaches. There are so many islands on this water system, and there's kind of little beaches all the way around them on many of the islands. So, man, just living here, the recreation that this lake offers is truly amazing. So I'm gonna check out this one first. So yeah, being the mountain water here, it is so deep. Right here, this water is crystal clear, and you can see a very, very long ways down. But you know, most of the shores that I went to, it gets deep really quickly. And you know, going up here, it is still looks like 10 feet, 8 feet, 7 feet, 6 feet right here by the shore, so it gets deep very nicely. Yeah, this sand is great. This is awesome. Oh, this beach has it too. Isn't that pretty cool? It just kind of glistens in the water. You kick it up, and this just looks like there's glitter everywhere. So I can imagine when the kids are swimming here, it's pretty cool. It really looks like gold on the bottom of the water. If you guys are watching this and you know like what rock this comes from or what this is, please leave in the comments below. I just find this very fascinating. It literally looks like glitter. So all of these beaches, or many of them, probably have this. The two that I went to so far while I've been down here in South Carolina, both of them have it. We have a lot of water to cover. Let's continue making our way. We are going to be going under that bridge, and just beyond that bridge is our nuclear power plant. So that's our next destination. Let's go. All right, so we are under this main bridge here. As I look to both the right and the left, there are just beaches everywhere. So on the right side, looks like there's 2 beaches. On the left side, there's several beaches, so just everywhere. There's plenty of space for everybody to have fun on this lake. All right, so all of the bridges here on this lake, they're all slow, no wake. Obey those rules. I can see the mountains. I know it's very, very hard for you to see the mountains at this point. Hopefully as we go all the way north, another 10 to 15 miles, you'll be able to see the mountains better. But man, this looks incredible. They almost look painted on back there. So I'm excited to go north and get closer to those mountains. This is the nuclear plant. They take in water from the other side, the south side of the plant. They use it to cool down all of their equipment, and then they have the outflow pipes right here on this north side. So I'm gonna check the water. Holy cow. Wow. This is hot tub. This is hot tub temperature. Whoa. High 90s. I bet you this is 100 degrees, 100. This is very warm. I wonder if it gets even warmer as we get closer to the outflow pipes. This is cool. Wow. Never experienced anything like this. Wow, you guys. Oh, I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna jump in the water. This is incredible. All right, guys, to explain this experience to you, and this water is so hot right here. I mean, honestly, like, I'm gonna jump in and I can feel the warmth coming from the water. So today it's a very warm day, 80 degrees, and I can feel the heat from this water. This is an incredible experience. Wow, I am jumping in. I cannot. Oh, wow. I really wish I had a thermometer for the water. I wish I could show you guys that it's 100 degrees. This is awesome. I do have a hot tub at home, so I definitely know what 100, 102, 104 degrees feels like. It's not, I would say it's near 100, at least high 90s. This is awesome. Wow. This is cool. Oh, jeez. Oh, I have never been in a lake this warm before. This is insane. Wow. Oh. Jeez. Guys, this is awesome. If you're in the area, this is definitely a place to check out. You have to experience this. This is so much fun. All right, we have to keep moving. We're gonna go north up. I think what we're gonna do is we are going to hug the east shoreline and we're gonna go north. There are a couple of stops along the way that I've marked. And again, there's probably going to be a lot more that I haven't marked that I'm just going to kind of go off and show you. So it looks like there's a nice little beach right here, and that's going to be a hot beach over there by this nuclear plant. So it'll be interesting to see like how warm this water stays as we kind of go north towards the mountains, because that's the direction where the water comes from. So it'll get colder. Okay, so again, we're gonna hug the east shore and we're gonna go north on the north side of Lake Keowee. So let's go. But this is still well over 90 degrees, say low 90s. And if you come here and visit this lake yourself, these lakes with all of these little fingers and all these different areas to explore, it is very easy to get lost. So I'm going to spend a lot of time on my phone today looking at Google Maps to figure out where I am, where I want to go. This is one of many coves that you can go in, and they're super private, beautiful trees. It looks like there's just sand everywhere here. I mean, this is awesome. And this is what I mean when they dam up these lakes. There's these little mountain valleys, they just go everywhere. And so it just creates all these awesome little fingers. It's like a very nature-esque landscape. I love this. I'm gonna go all the way back to the end in there. See what that looks like. There's deep mountain water here, and then it just goes steeply up to the shore. And these little coves here are just everywhere. I love just coming in here. This is beautiful. I could just sit here for half hour. It just feels like you're in the middle of nowhere. All right, let's continue making our way north. All right, so here on Lake Keowee, it looks like this is the portion, this is where it says danger, water intake, stay away. This is, there will be some currents in here, so you definitely want to stay away from these. They take in water for the entire water system in the surrounding areas. They filter it out, and that becomes everybody's water. So it all comes from here, Lake Keowee. Check out this little cove, guys. This is neat. You know, just want to have you take a look at the shoreline here. So you can see the shoreline. It's very low right now. It looks like it's about 2 feet low. And so how they do this, depending on the water that comes from the mountains and the rivers up there that flow into these different lakes that they dam up. Now, out of all of the different lakes, the Jocassee Lake, Lake Keowee, and Lake Hartwell, and there's a few more after that, it sounds like what they do is this lake is the highest priority lake to make sure that the levels are where they need to be for the nuclear power plant, which makes perfect sense. That's the only nuclear power plant on this entire system that I'm aware of, and they need to be able to take in the water to cool their equipment. This water is so clear. The color of this water, in case it doesn't come up on the camera, it's like it's a darker bluish green, so when you take a look, or when you think about ocean water, typically ocean water is either going to be like a dark blue, or more of a green. This is kind of like right in between. It is really clear. This water is really, really beautiful. It just seems clean too. Yes, you can see that there's that sparkly glitter up on the shore. So if it's here and it's back there, it's probably on everyone. So really, I would call this the sparkling, glistening Lake Keowee. Just being here on the water for like an hour already, I have experienced things that I have not experienced anywhere else up in Wisconsin, down near the ocean. I mean, this is just a different experience.